Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the talking points from social media, and I am going to have to talk and talk quick because these folders are rammed. We are just going to touch on what was in the breaking news video that went up because not everyone might be aware, so we've got to get everyone onto the same page. Here you can see after Saturday night's main event, a package pile driver which is banned in WWE by Kevin Owens. This was after Cody retained, and the knock-on effects of this are severe. This is a different angle. We're not going to look at it. Some images, but look at this. Triple H and Kevin Owens pushing each other around, right? We do have a better angle of it. Another angle there. Stretchered out. Cody Rhodes stretchered away, right? I think this is the better angle, right? So here, if we just skip forward, you can see Kevin with that Winged Eagle championship. Here's Triple H, comes out, pushes Kevin, the championship goes down. Triple H gets right in his face again. He's pushing him around. Look at this Triple H getting physical. I can't wait to see where this story is going to go. I cannot wait to see where this is going to go. Seeing Triple H get physical is just mind-blowing. And then, of course, Triple H walks off to go and check on Cody Rhodes. Right, Kevin has actually spoken. Right, we have heard, this was not in that breaking news video, but we have heard from Kevin. So let's go over. So here's that clip of him and Triple H that we just watched. So upon leaving Gorilla, Triple H enthusiastically thanks Kevin Owens for the house and tells him how proud he is of Kevin for doing what needed to be done and taking what he truly deserves, and proceeds to invite him over to his house for Christmas dinner and to watch Saturday night's main event back on a 734-inch TV. Now, I don't think that's what was said, to be honest, but that is what is being presented, or a version of events being presented by Kevin Owens. He also said this, look, exclusive, after getting screwed out of becoming the undisputed WWE champion by incompetent referees, 2 of them getting knocked out, Kevin Owens justifiably gets retribution on the American person with an often imitated, never truly duplicated package pile driver just moments after Saturday night's main event goes off air to send everyone home happy. So there we go. Look at this. So WWE putting out their official footage as of an hour ago. So there we go. That was the update. Obviously, we've not heard anything from Cody. We haven't heard anything from Triple H. We haven't heard any update from WWE at the time of recording this. But, yeah, I just wanted to wait a little bit to see if there would be any comment. And it was worth waiting because, obviously, we've just heard from Kevin. Right, let's go over to Saturday night's main event folder then. Now, this folder might take me an hour just to get through this, to be honest. So, CM Punk was there, right? This is an image, I believe, from his Instagram. He was backstage. I believe he was backstage. He never showed, he never came out, never made his presence felt, didn't think he would, because I don't think there's anyone here that he's really interested in. I don't think there's any feuds here for him. It seems like he's on a collision course with Seth. Now, if Seth was on this show, maybe it would have been different. But, yeah, I thought he might just be there because he wants to be there, but we never saw him. Tito Santana and Rich Hering were in attendance. Now, I wasn't sure who Rich Hering was. He's got a ring, so he's in the Hall of Fame. But he went in via the Warrior Awards. He worked for WWE behind the scenes for 50 years. He is credited with helping get the company from a regional promotion to a worldwide promotion. So if you're not sure who he is, that's who he is. That's what he did. And I thought it was great that he was allowed to sit next to Tito and be in the crowd. And I thought that was awesome. So love that. Right, yeah, this was a lot of unhappy people, right? JDS, thank you. Epic fail. Doors did not open at 6 p.m. as promised at the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island. People are peeved. People are getting frostbitten. I mean, I'd imagine it is cold in Long Island at this time. So I could understand people being upset. So apparently a bit of a botch. Triple H said live from New York, Saturday night's main event. Don't miss it tonight. Nationwide. You can see one of the chairs here, but we do have a better picture of it later. So Patrick, thank you. Legends are out. Look, we got Koko Beware. We got Greg the Hammer Valentine. So more legends shown in the crowd. So great to see Koko. Honestly, cannot remember the last time we saw him. Greg was at AEW during the lockdown shows. They did a dog collar match. I don't know if it was like Cody Brody match, but I remember Greg being shown in the crowds. Honestly, Koko looks great. He looks so good. So, yeah, brilliant. I just love seeing the legends. This was a lie, right? Julian showing the entranceway, and it's got the old school, like, neon entranceway. Turns out this was just a screen, and they just put this up as a graphic, right? When the wrestlers came out, they gave them, like, proper Titantrons. So this was meant to be retro, but WWE just couldn't let some things go. They couldn't let this kind of an entranceway go. They couldn't let the LED screen around the barricade go. They couldn't let the LED screens around the ring or on the ring posts go. They had pyro, right? I mean, they tried to go nostalgic and retro, but they were only willing to go so far. So, yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to complain too much, but this could have been even more retro if they really wanted to go even more retro, right? Even the mats were not blue around the ringside area. We had a barricade instead of railings. You know, there was quite a few things that just were a bit off. Not what I was expecting, but listen, I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out that they could have gone further. But great to see the red, white, and blue ropes. That was cool. And yeah, I mean, it was great. They did a great job. They could have gone further. Right, Jesse at one point said that he'd skinned Damian to make his jacket. I love these little callbacks. So obviously Damian was Jake the Snake's snake. And Jesse was making out he'd skinned it. I said during our live stream, I was like, are they going to start panicking about the fact that he's maybe saying things that, well, I don't know, you can say that in 2024. Killing and skinning a snake and making a jacket out of it. In the 80s, you can say that, no problem, but people are really sensitive in 2024, so no snakes were, I don't know, actually. I was going to say no snakes were hurt in the making of it, but that might be real. That might be real snake skin. I have no idea. So, yeah, deal with it. Right, Mayor Pete, shout out to you. Appreciate it because you can get a good glimpse of what the chair looks like here. What's awesome is they've got Hogan, Roddy Piper, and they've got Cowboy Bob Orton. They've actually got the date of the first Saturday night's main event, and the main event was Hogan against Bob Orton, right? And then they've got this year's date and this year's main event. So the original, the one here for the comeback, the logo, Jesse up there. I think it's a great chair. I think that's a great chair. I love that, the old and the new. And I suppose in a way that's kind of what the show was like, you know. We had the olds, but we also had LED screens. We also had the new. This was one of the dark matches, A-Town Down Under against Motor City Machine Guns. Never heard who won. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. It was only a dark match. But just so you know that was one of the dark matches that took place. So, Wrestle Night, thank you. Jesse Ventura hasn't lost it. Loved that they got him back. Yeah, look at the feather boas. And then, there we go, look, back in the day. I wanted to include this so you could get a closer look at Jesse, because that one's a bit far away. But, yeah, and I love this old school position as well. This is kind of where Mean Gene used to do his interviews. I really liked having this here. I think there's maybe something they could take away, like into Raw, into SmackDown, and actually do some interviews here as well. Like, I know the live crowd would probably prefer them to be in the ring, but I think presentation-wise on TV, it'd be good to mix it up and actually do some interviews here mixed in with some in the ring. I think the ones in the ring is when the wrestler wants to talk to the hard cam. Maybe here it's when the wrestler is being interviewed. But, yeah, look at that. Vince with Jesse. And that Joe did a great job as well. Oh, it's worth mentioning Pat came back as well. Right, Lillian Garcia singing the national anthem. So she actually belted out the national anthem. So Mayor Pete, shout out to you. The presentation is so good. Even the refs are wearing the old school attire. So there is the old shirt with the black bow tie. And that's exactly what the refs were wearing. It looks better. It just looks better. At first, I didn't even notice. I'm so used to watching like refs wearing this because of growing up watching like old school wrestling and being old. I didn't even really notice they'd changed the attire. So yeah, brilliant. Love, that's a great touch. Crowd is fantastic, said Julian. I thought they went a touch quiet during the Chelsea Michin match. I thought there would be a lot more behind Chelsea. They were chanting for her, but there was definitely quite a long period of time where I was like, the crowd are being a bit quiet here. I mean, I don't know if the matches died when we went to commercial break. There was a lot of commercials. So maybe the matches died and that was a bit of a problem. But yeah, by and large, I'd say there was fantastic. But there was moments I noticed they seemed to be a little quiet. Big Bronson Reed said, Saturday night's main event looks absolutely mint. Fireflies came out as well, according to WrestleBuzz. So we got some Fireflies. That's what we got in the UK. So if you watched on YouTube, then you got this thanks for watching. We're at a commercial break. That was the graphic. And then, of course, when you came back, we went back to the action. Bailey said, this looks so cool. Here we've got Hall of Famer Jimmy Hart. He was shown with his megaphone in the crowds, which was very, very cool. And I'm going to see if I can play this. I don't know that I'm going to be able to, actually. I don't know that I'm going to be able to. I tried uploading this on my YouTube channel, my Clips YouTube channel. It blocked it, so I think it's best I don't. What I'm going to say is, if you go to this Days Clips YT, right? If you go there, or the Wrestling Days one, you can actually hear what we heard during one of the commercial breaks. And it's got... you can hear Michael Cole saying, right, when we come back from commercial break, I'm going to do and say this, right? I'm going to focus on Cody's ankle. I think we should talk about that. And he's kind of going through with Jesse and Pat as to like what we're going to talk about when we come back from commercial break. Like you can really hear, hence my shocked face. I really want to play it. But as I said, I tried to upload this on the YouTube channel, instantly blocked it. So I've got to think it's something they don't want you to hear. So it's not been took down, though, from my Twitter account. So I'm going to point you in that direction, right? Either Wrestling Days YT or Days Clips YT. Either of those, you'll be able to find this, right? So there was a production botch. Right, Wrestle Night, shout out to you. Gear up for Saturday night's main event with event merch. Look at this, Tito Santana old school shirt, Jesse Ventura shirt, Jimmy Hart, Greg Valentine, a Christmas Saturday night's main event t-shirt as well. So some really good merch. Julian said Saturday night's main event and Chelsea are still trending an hour and a half after the show has ended. That's crazy. So UFC at number 2, Saturday night's main event at number 1, Chelsea at number 5. Jessica Carr said tonight was special. She looked great. And I just wanted to include this because this flipping image was everywhere. The Winged Eagle caused such a stir. People were just like, honestly, they were in such a twist over this. I mean, we knew it was coming, but to actually see it again. It's not even that great of a picture, actually. But to actually see it, oh, God. Can we appreciate the detail? The blue globe in the center. how amazing the Winged Eagle design actually is. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but doesn't that just put the current belt to absolute shame? If you didn't think the current design was rubbish before, surely after seeing what an alternative could be, granted, a lot of people, myself included, regard this as the greatest title design ever, so it's a bit unfair. But, oh God, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not going to be full-blown campaigns to try and bring that back permanently. Right, not loads in this folder. Drew victorious over Sami in what I thought was a pretty fun match, actually. Some really good moments in there, but Drew getting the victory. This is Drew as he walked to the back, right?
One down, 4 to go.
What's exciting about that is it really gives you an indication as to where his head's at. He is bloodline hunting. So Sami down, 4 to go. Now, the 4 to go is really interesting because does that mean it's Jimmy, Jay, Roman, Heyman? Or does it mean Jimmy, Jay, Roman, Solo? Like, 1 down, 4 to go. I mean, Heyman would make sense because he's in that group right now. But Solo makes more sense because it was Solo that actually cost Drew at Clash at the Castle. So, yeah, that's interesting. This is how narrow the entranceway was, but it's old school. And it did provide some really fun moments. The faces were coming down, touching the fans, like, you know, it was really good. And the heels were coming down, like, Chelsea Green was excellent. She was, like, proper disgusted as she was making her way down. And, of course, it was Drew that got the victory. Claymore, out of nowhere, Scottish Warrior has sent Sami Zayn crashing down through the timelines. I don't even know what that means. So there we go. It was a win for Drew, and it was perfectly fine open, I thought. Really enjoyed it, right? Then here, look, Iyo making her way down. She was like touching the hands of all the fans. She won a Battle Royal to become #1 contender. She's 6-2 in world title matches. This is her first ever one-on-one match against Liv Morgan. So that was Iyo. Liv made her way down. 203 days as Women's World Champion, right? 3rd longest reign in history. 5th title defense as champion. She is the inaugural Women's Crown Jewel champion. That's true. I mean, they gave her that Women's Crown Jewel honor as well. So she was making her way down. She came down. She had Dominic and Raquel, but they weren't at ringside. I really liked how they left people in the entranceway. I liked that. Not everyone. We saw Piper come down with Chelsea, but we saw like Damage Control. Dakota stay back and Kyrie stay back. Dom stay back. Raquel stay back. More of that. If you're WWE, you can put a simple rule in place. If you go down to ringside, you don't have a manager's license, you're suspended, right? I mean, you can very quickly deal with this. So that was quite refreshing. Little Nate, Charles Robinson, back being a referee. So really, really cool with his bow tie and everything. Liv Morgan retained with a bloody nose. So she hit Oblivion and she won clean. She hit Oblivion, got the victory. She retains. Yeah, amazing. But she did have blood coming down her nose. People wondering if she'd broken it. So there we go. Liv Morgan retains. The Genius of the Sky falls into the Oblivion. And Liv Morgan remains your Women's World Champion. But afterwards, Rhea Ripley came out, stared at Liv. Liv held up the championship. And we just faded to black. So we don't quite know what happened after that. Yeah, we just went to a commercial break. Bro, Liv Morgan's nose is definitely broken. Oh my God. It's actually not. But let's have a look at this little clip, shall we? Look, slow-mo. Boom! Mate, that's brutal. That is brutal. So slow-mo replay of Iyo driving her knee into Liv's face. After, like, Liv and everyone had gone, Rhea went back and grabbed Iyo and carried Iyo to the back. Look, I was joking during our watch long. I said, this is like when you've been to the shops with your mom and you're tired as a kid and she like picks you up and like, come on, we'll go home now. Iyo gives a little wave as she's being carried to the back as well. Look at that. There's a little wave that comes here. Bye, everyone. Bye. There we go. Jesse says, Jesse give Liv Morgan her flowers. He was like, that shot would have stopped a lot of people, right? But that girl, she kept on going and he was like putting her over. So Jesse said he was very impressed with Liv. This coming from PW Insider. Liv Morgan did not suffer a broken nose at Saturday night's main event. Right, afterwards, you can't quite hear it, so it's better I read it, right? Liv said, it's not broken though, is it? Like she's worried about her nose. Dominic makes a weird face like... And Liv's like, Dominic! So that was afterwards. I wonder if we can hear it. I wonder if the sound of this might be better, actually. Yeah, you can't quite hear it. But, yeah, that's what gets said, so pretty fun. They are so funny, said Emmanuel. So shout out to everyone that tagged me in bits for that. Then the third match was this match, the Gunther match. Not loads here. Good tail of the tape. I don't remember seeing this for any of the others. So tail of the tape there for all three. Michael said this retro look is so clean. They should keep this as we move forward with Raw and SmackDown. I like the concept, says Michael. Balor came down with a black kind of hood over his face. It said FNBLR, obviously Finn Balor, short for Finn Balor. Former Universal Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, betrayed Damian Priest at SummerSlam. 173 days as World Tag Team Champion, but he made his way down with his face covered. Yeah, Damian doing the Undertaker's old school. So there we go. Look, Crispy Wrestling said the Undertaker still has it, guys. But it was Gunther that would get the pin, a bit of a Rhea Ripley pin by the looks of it, on Finn. So it was Gunther that retained. No matter who, no matter how many, the Ring General marches on and on with the gold over his shoulder intact.
Why did I doubt myself all the time? I was the greatest. I am the greatest. And I forever will be the greatest.
There we go. Why do I doubt myself? Word of Wrestling, thank you. So that was our third match, right? Fourth match, this one's got a lot in it. This has got a lot in it because this is history. And new Women's United States Champion, Chelsea Green. The inaugural, the first, Chelsea Green makes history as the first ever Women's United States Champion. And do you know what? No Tiffy cash-in. No Tiffy cash-in. It was literally Chelsea, Michin. We did have Piper getting involved from the outsides. But outside of that, yeah, no Tiffany here. Matt Cardona said, I love you, Chelsea Green, which is good because they're married. So, Shaquem, thank you. Adam Pierce reacted, I need a drink. Kapata, thank you. Look at this. Look at this. Chelsea as the Statue of Liberty. I mean, that's an amazing design for a shirt. If you're a Chelsea fan, that is amazing. And signed Women's World Championship, Women's United States Championships. That's pretty special because she's the first ever champ. So that's pretty special. So these items are awesome. Really, really cool. These have just dropped on WWE Shop. You can get to WWE Shop eShop in our description. So I appreciate all the support. Bailey said, congrats to you both. You guys won't understand what they mentally pushed through to get to this match. Make us proud, Chelsea. History, you cheating ass. So there we go. Bailey responding after Chelsea secured the win. Michin repping her alma mater vagina union. So there we go. So she was repping this from back in the day. So that according to Brian. So Shaquem, thank you. Yeah, Trish, Real John, thank you. A virtual hug for my Canadian sis, Chelsea Green, the first women's United States champion from Canada. That did seem to upset a few people, actually, that the first United States champion is Canadian. So, yeah. This was her ring gear, look, with all these Chelsea Green heads all over. It looked really good. Reminded me of when Bianca did it a few years ago. She had Biancas all over her. These were all Chelsea's all over her. And her gear as well was matching Zack Ryder, where she had one leg covered, one leg sort of exposed. I don't really like that look, to be honest, but a little nod towards her husband. Her gear is white and green, says Kenny for your thoughts. Johnny, thank you, Johnny. I really appreciate this. Congratulations. We're going to spend half an hour reading this now. Congratulations to our former cover model. So is this former, is it? This was the Canadian edition from December 2022. So this is not a current design. It's a previous design. But Fitness Gurls are jumping in, congratulating Chelsea for winning the inaugural WWE Women's US Championship. So there we go. There we go. Good work, everyone. Good work. Bit of underboob kind of popping through. We did point that out during the live stream because we are perverts. Chelsea Green is the inaugural Women's United States champion. Look at her face. So much fun. The definition of hard work and determination. Red, white, and green, baby. Long may she reign, says Piper. So there you can see the long leg, the exposed leg. There she is on the shoulder of Piper Niven, who, as we said, did stay down in the ringside area. I saw Sam Roberts say, I'm going to tell my kid this is Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. Michin said history was made, win or loss, but now there's more fire under this ass. I ain't done. Watch your six, Chelsea. So a word from Michin. There's Michin backstage with Triple H before he freaked out on Kevin Owens. She says, unreal. Success is a journey. Michin, you are well on your way, right? And every opportunity, big or small, has led to this moment. Chelsea Green, you've earned it. So there we go. That's the point in picture. Very cool. Congratulations, Chelsea Green. God help us, says Nick Aldis. And then we've got this as well. This is really quite fun, but it goes from minute 53. I'm gonna see how much of this we can play, right?
Chelsea Green with Piper Niven by your side. Before we talk about anything, we have to say congratulations. So, I want to know, emotionally, okay? I'm going to take you through the machinations of the match.
I'm going to skip.
We knew women's...
Always knew this was going to happen, so I know you're surprised, and that's so cute. But I'm not. I've been doing this for 10 years. I worked my entire life to be an overnight success, and this is my time. This is my night. Red, white, and green. Say it with me, Brian!
Red, white, and green. So let's talk about the historical significance of tonight's win. Obviously, you now will go in the history books as the first ever Women's United States Champion. How does it make you feel to know that you're synonymous with the likes of Harley Race, who was the first ever Men's United States Champion?
I would say duh. I would say duh. I'm in the history books where I belong. I should have been there 3 years ago, but I was released. I should have been there 2015, but I wasn't hired. So now's the time, Brian. Now's the freaking time! Anything else?
Well, it is your time. What does a Chelsea Green reign as Women's United States Champion look like going forward?
It looks like I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow, so I actually have to hop on the plane.
So she basically, I mean, that's about it, really. So she's off to Disney tomorrow, apparently, and he says, have a great time. But I like the bit where she was like, you know, this should have happened 2-3 years ago, but I got released. You know, it should have happened in 2015, but I wasn't hired. It is kind of coming through that kind of everything has led to this for her. Like, you're going to have setbacks. She's had setbacks. But, I mean, this is a massive moment in her career, isn't it? So I really like this. There was bits I took away from this. I thought it was funny. I thought it was quite informative. And, amazing. I'm really pleased for her. Right, and then we go to the Cody one. Obviously, we've pulled quite a bit of stuff out of this, but there's still quite a bit of stuff in here. So he was wearing a Gold Dust shirt before the show, Kevin, so JDS, thank you, graffitied over the poster backstage. So JDS again, thank you, with a Stardust logo as well. There's the Winged Eagle. Obviously, the old school one had the WWF logo. This is going to be the WWE logo. Outside of that, though, it looks like it's the same to me. The strap looks a bit strange. I don't know why. The strap's kind of jumping out to me as being a bit strange. I don't know why. Perhaps because it's brand new and it's like, do you know what I mean? Not been worn in or something. But this is not the original belt because obviously they've had to change the logo at the top and the belt and the strap looks too new. So I think they've had it made just for this. But that is the Winged Eagle and it just looks so right. There's Cody exposing himself. Kind of. He waited for the got it out, if you will. And the championship looks just as glorious as ever, said Sportskeeda. There's all the list of his accomplishments. WrestleMania said, I'm so glad they didn't change a damn thing on that beautiful belt. Bring it back for goods. This kid has got Stardust face paint on. I got tagged in this quite a bit. A kid in the crowd. With Stardust face paint. I wonder if she was like a Kevin Owens fan. Limited time only. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, has signed Winged Eagle titles that are available now. Signed by Cody Rhodes. Limited time only. So, Trenton, thank you. Brandi, obviously 2 referees getting knocked down during the match. Brandi's like, it's a tough night to be a ref. Angie, shout out to you. Here as well, there was an overrated sign as Cody was making his way down. This person, time to have an uncomfortable conversation about Cody Rhodes. Only Bloodline fans on Twitter don't like Cody. Live crowds. This is just engagement farming. I mean, it's one person in the crowd. Are we not going to talk about the people that were holding up the Cody letters to spell Cody or all the other pro-Cody signs? So it's one of those that's just there to farm engagement and, get people responding in angry fashion and whatever. So, yeah, there we go. Overrated sign. So not everyone's a Cody fan. That one woman is not. Right, Word of Wrestling said, is it just me or does the Winged Eagle suit Kevin so much better than Cody? I think it works on both because I think the belt is goated and I think the belt would work on literally anyone. You could give that belt to flipping James Ellsworth and it would just look right. Here we go. Look, Kevin Owens after he pushed Triple H tonight. That's going to be his new job. He's going to be working. I don't even know where this is. Could be McDonald's, could be Burger King, could be Wendy's. It doesn't matter. Is that what Kevin's future holds now after pushing Triple H? I really hope this goes somewhere. Obviously not a match, but it needs to be a dress, says WrestleMania. Cathy said, 16 seconds, it's all too real. So if we just take the sound off, there's Kevin, right? He's walking around with that Winged Eagle, and in a moment, we'll just see someone in the crowds. Boom. There she is. Look at that. She's proper in the moment, isn't she? In that moment, she is proper gone to a different place. She is just really living what she is seeing. I really respect that. Yeah, 16 seconds is too real, says Cathy. WWE posted official footage of Triple H Kevin confrontation. Yep. Planting seeds for a Cody heel turn. It is true. To win the match, he hit a crossroads onto this chair. He had the option to kick it away, and he didn't. I think they might use this in future. They might use this in future, because he did have the option to kick that chair away, right? Karrion Kross said, you still don't see this devil, question mark, clear as day, kingdom of lies. So, listen, there is something here. I do not disagree. An American Nightmare reigns supreme on this historical Saturday night as Cody Rhodes retains his crown. The results of Cody Kevin. So, Kevin did have Cody pinned, but both the refs were down, or one of the refs was down at this point. Like 4, 5, 6. By the time the ref came in, 1, 2, Cody kicked out. But, yeah, I mean, there's plenty for Kevin to be upset about. He's a former 7-time champ in WWE, seeking his first singles championship since 2017. Have you read that? Seeking first singles championship since 20... How is that even possible? How is it even possible that this man has not won a singles championship in like 7 years? How? That is a wrong that has to be righted. He lost the championship against Cody at Bash in Berlin in August. Humble Wrestling saying, is it even a legal pinfall if the ref isn't in the ring? I responded to that, Manuel tagging me in it. I said, I think the ref would know, to be honest. If he's on the outside, I think he would know if he can count or can't count. I think there's enough here for Kevin to be upset about. I don't think we need that one, to be honest. But yeah, I'm thinking the ref would know. So that was Saturday night's main event, and I think we covered everything. Let's go Karrion Kross, because there's a few bits in here for Karrion, right? He says a very important message. What was it?
Take your hocus pocus and blow it out your ass.
Take that hocus pocus and blow it out your ass. Listen to what Miz... I think Miz says something like, what was that? What is that? That's what he says. What is that? So yeah, and then Karrion's like, take that hocus pocus and blow it out your ass. He says that was brought to you by the Sinister Six. People getting a bit excited about that. Is that a new name? I don't think so. I think he's just trolling, having a bit of fun. I am nobody said, hocus pocus or not, you should run. Right? And Karrion said your tweet would have been more impactful about 5 weeks ago. You don't run from people you continuously beat the living shiz out of. But I do appreciate you being willing to go down with the ship. So there we go. I am nobody. Shout out to you. Stand in your ground. Love to see it. Right, Karrion has got one more here. He says... I'm trying. So this is kind of, I think, a message aimed at Bray, right? I'm trying. I hear you every day. Your true will shall be done. Wish you were here. Every liar shall be exposed. And then it's just got the egg timer, emoji. So there we go. That was a bit out of the blue because he was responding. I can whoosh it over. He was responding to a fan account, Man in the Woods, right? Fan account. But he responded as if he was responding to Bray. But I mean, that is just a fan account. He says, I'm trying. I hear you every day. Your true will shall be done. Wish you were here. Every liar shall be exposed. And there was the TikTok emoji. So that was the Karrion folder. A few interesting bits in there. Let's go over to WWE, shall we? Because we got a few things in here. So a cage match for the World Heavyweight Championship is being prepared for Gunther's future. We actually got more details here. Dr. Chris Featherstone, so that Chris Prolific, he said, no, it's going to be against Punk in Chicago as part of the Holiday Tour in a few weeks. Could it be a tease for an upcoming feud? Perhaps, but we'll have to wait and see after the Netflix debut as to where Punk goes. So apparently, Punk Gunther cage matches on the way. And also, this was interesting. Will Drew stop Roman from reclaiming the Ula Fala? That makes sense. A lot of people saying that they think it'll be The Rock, but I don't think it'll be The Rock because there's no word or plan that we're doing Rock Roman this year. The plans for WrestleMania was going to be Rock Cody, Roman Solo. Now, obviously, plans can change, and we may be doing Rock Roman instead this year. But, you know, he is clearly hunting Bloodline members. So this makes a lot of sense to me. This makes a lot of sense. I'm wondering if WrestleMania is Drew versus Roman Reigns. Because Drew, Solo Roman seems to be happening on the Netflix premiere. And that is also Tribal Combat. So I wonder if we've kind of pivoted and actually we're going to do Roman Drew now. So that's interesting as well. So we've done that. We've done all the Saturday Night Main Event ones. We've done all of these. NXT has got some bits in. Jada Parker, do you remember yesterday we saw Lola Vice won Most Improved? Well, Jada Parker won Women's Promo of the Year. Haven't seen any others revealed. So if you are aware of any other winners, I know of Lola winning Most Improved. I know Jada Parker, Women's Promo. I haven't seen any of the others at the moment. And look at this. All Ego Ethan Page has deactivated his Twitter. Is this similar to what we saw with Nia Jax? Yeah, this was 2 hours ago, so I don't know the latest on this. But All Ego Ethan Page deleting his Twitter account. Kayla, thank you, my friend. Look, there's Saturday night's main event. There's some old boomer. So, gods, that looks so much more exciting and vibrant than that. I wonder if I should take some inspiration from Saturday night's main event, because that looks so much better than this. Doesn't it? Oh, my gods. You might have inspired me to upgrade the stream. Not this year. I'll have a look at it as we head into 2025. But that, just looking at that, that looks way more exciting than that does. Oh, okay. Little Fuego, shout out to you. Yeah, the red, white, and blue ropes. Little Fuego, thank you. Jason, congrats. Jason is on the road to WrestleMania. He's got tickets to Nottingham in March. TJF. Showing off some of his signed pictures. I saw some of the others. This one really caught my eye, though. So a signed Karrion Kross. That's a great image as well, isn't it? So TJF, shout out to you. And WrestleBuzz contributes quite a bit to Unseen and always retweeting things. So they have had to start again, apparently, with their Instagram accounts. So they had 12,000 followers and now they've got to start again. Might not seem like many. It seems like loads. I think I've only got 6,000, so that's loads. It might not seem like many, but I do put a lot of work into what goes on over there. Please give my new account a follow or share. So I have retweeted this. So if you are in the community and you want to drop WrestleBuzz some love, then I'm sure they would really appreciate it, right? So that was the community folder. Let's go into fun. I don't think there's loads in here. Look at this Canadian Dream shirt that Kevin Owens was wearing. Obviously, that is Dusty, the American Dream. And they've put like Kevin's face over the top. That's his new shirt. So the Canadian Dream. This is Triple H. Look at the people. Eat your heart out, AEW Tony Khan. There we go. I think Triple H came out and maybe did a Cody Rhodes whoa or something. But, yeah, the fans reacting to Triple H. This clip. So it's Bailey and Pretty Deadly dancing away. There we go. Why not? Oh.
Hey, Michael Cole, are you going to come to my toy drive?
Bailey,
What?
Stop riding my coattails.
All right.
Bailey, you suck. Stop riding my coattails for stardom. Somebody, thank you. And then we got this picture as well. Bret Hart, Goldberg. I'm fairly certain this is not a real picture. I'm fairly certain this is probably Grok AI or whatever, but Big Migs Gaming. Thank you, my friends. Let's go into other. I'm not sure what we've got here. Yeah, Ricky Starks was pulled from GCW, but Chris Jericho showed up. He showed up like an hour ago. Chris Jericho, GCW. It's not a situation I'm following, but there's been loads of chat around, you know, that whole GCW thing. So Jericho being there is quite a surprise. Right, again, Chris Prolific said Sergeant Slaughter was inducted into the Ohio Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame today. Few notes on what he said, right, when he got inducted. He has not watched wrestling for a while, but started watching again when Triple H took over. He stated that pro wrestlers are in better shape now than they were in the old days. And he said that Paul Heyman is one of the greatest managers in the history of pro wrestling. So that was from Sergeant Slaughter, which very interesting that he stopped watching but came back when Triple H took over. And Kelly the Wise Lady, thank you. So do you remember yesterday we looked at Gunner's collection, right? Well, apparently this was actually from Cody. This is what he wore at Backlash against AJ Styles. Thank you to Cody and everyone that helped make this happen. The Backlash gear against AJ, complete worn gear set. It's one of my favorite matches, and it's the quarterback's first title defense. This edition will never be topped. That's where it lives now. That is the actual gear from Backlash. So when we looked at it and we was like, I think that's real, because the detail was so amazing, and it also looked a little worn, right? I mean, that's a good thing because it is worn. It's been worn by flipping Cody Rhodes, right? Turns out he has managed to get actual ring war gear. I do wonder if this is ring worn as well, you know. I do wonder about that. I'm not sure, but we know that is from Backlash. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. This is Cody Rhodes Backlash gear that this dude has got now in his... There it is, look. This dude has just got it in his man cave. So, amazing. Amazing, amazing. Right, wow, we covered a lot in that, didn't we? I think we covered everything that I wanted to. So, it's Bryn again. Thank you. Thank you to everyone that retweeted the breaking news video, the unseen videos. It's so appreciated. It's Bryn again. Thank you. Raymond, thank you. Shaq Dazelle, appreciate it, my friends. Emmanuel, appreciate it as always. Princess Kutab Itch, thank you. NS Mommy, thank you. Miles, thank you, my friends. Angie, thank you. Lee, appreciate it, bud. Sweet Chin Wrestling, thank you. Chris, thank you, my friend. TJF 1983, thank you. Raymond again, thank you. Billy, hashtag push. Zelina, hashtag push. King Kota. Dakota looked beautiful when she came out with Iyo today. I thought she looked great. Jang Tae Sang, thank you. NS Mommy, thank you. Wrestling's biggest fan, thank you. Emmanuel, thank you. Kelly the Wise Lady, appreciate it. OTC, thank you, my friend. Princess Kutab Itch, thank you. Big Bam, thank you. Big thank you to everyone that has watched and enjoyed this video, this series. I will be back with another tomorrow, rounding up all the fallout from Saturday night's main event, and there is gonna be loads considering what went down. And of course, we will be back on Monday as we do our Raw watch along. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. See you next time. Bye for now.